guys, what is going on? It's Shy Guy for Present here, and today I'm back with another video. And then, well, I don't know, I keep having ideas for different series and then just not doing them very often. I feel like this will be a series I can do that will be a lot easier for me to keep up with, and maybe even help out some of you in playing Call of Duty in different ways. So this series is going to be me going through every single gun in Cold War, and then maybe also Modern Warfare in the future for Warzone and even multiplayer. But just going over class setups that I personally use for each game mode. So that will be regular Cold War multiplayer, the base class setup, and then with the gunfire wildcard. So two different ones there. How I use the gun in League play, and then how I also would use it if I used it a lot in Warzone. So yeah, that's how we're gonna go over today, and this is obviously a lot of these setups are gonna have the same attachments. So if it seems like repetitive, I apologize. And then some attachments that I use are also personal preference, and I do clarify that when I'm explaining the class setups. But without further ado, let's get into the video. For the XM4 base without gunfighter, I have it set up in regular multiplayer. I use the Microflex LED reflex sight. This is also obviously personal preference. You can use whatever optic you choose. But my favorite's the Microflex. Next we have the agency suppressor. This is also just preference. You don't need a suppressor in multiplayer really. I just like to have one on. Could always just use any of the other barrel attachments. But the suppressor I personally think is the best. Yes, it does affect your damage range and bullet velocity, but it gives you that silent fire, no muzzle flash, and it helps with your recoil control. Next we have the field agent grip, more recoil control. Your shooting move speed is honestly not super effective if you're playing as like an AR player should be, so that is pretty good. Next we have these 50 round fast mag. In Warzone it's a 60 round. I don't know why they change it like that, but yeah, most people I feel like run the 40 round speed mag just because it doesn't affect your aim down sight time so much. But if you're actually playing this as an AR, it's not gonna be that big of an issue, I don't think. And then to counter it, obviously we have the airborne elastic wrap, aim down sight time, increased flinch resistance, aim while going prone, that type of stuff. But you could also trade that out for the Raider pad, which will help do your sprint to fire time. If you want to use the XM4 as more of a fast pace type of AR, I guess you could say. But yeah. Next, we have the XM4 with the Gunfighter wildcard. Obviously, there's going to be a shit ton more attachments, and it'll probably play a lot better than the base one. So if you do choose to use this, by all means do it. Be that guy. Once again, we got the Microflex optic, which it's personal preference. You can put whatever optic. Agency suppressor again, just because sound suppression. Then the barrel, we got the 13.7 inch Ranger barrel, and I use this one mainly for the bullet velocity. Effective damage range doesn't really matter because it's an AR. It's pretty good at all ranges. So yeah, I just do the Ranger barrel. Body, I just use the regular first laser attachment you get because I don't like the flashlights and stuff, though they may help a lot. I don't know. It's personal preference really. Whatever laser you want to use, I just go with the steady aim laser. Next we have the field agent grip again, recoil control, then the 50 round fast mag. Obviously you can use the 40 round instead if you really want to. Then we had the airborne elastic wrap, help with aim down sight time, and then we had the radar pad as well, which helps with your sprint to fire time. So the class setup that I have for the XM4 and Warzone is built mainly for longer ranges, just because it's Warzone. But if you want to set it up for close combat kinda, you can always take off the barrel and put on like the Raider stock or the airborne elastic wrap. But I personally I build it for the longer ranges. So first we have the agency suppressor, as that should go on every Cold War weapon in Warzone, or weapon in Warzone have the best suppressor on there. The 13.7-inch Ranger barrel. This helps with bullet velocity. You could use the takedown barrel or the reinforced heavy barrel. I personally, just out of personal preference, I like the Ranger barrel, because the only thing that it gets affected is your aim, walking, movement speed, and that's not really a huge deal in Warzone. I would use the task force barrel, but I don't like using attachments that decrease my recoil control. So yeah, that's why I mainly go for the Ranger barrel. Then next we have the Microflex LED reflex sight. Obviously this can be changed out for whatever you want, axle arms, vision tech, whatever you're most comfortable with. I personally like the Microflex on the XM4. Next we have the field agent grip, which helps with the recoil control, horizontal and vertical. Just helps you be more accurate. I use this. It's like the go-to grip I use on every setup. So, and then we have the 60 round mag, 60 round fast mag, which honestly I don't know how much faster it is than the regular 60 round mag in Warzone, because when I was using it still felt pretty slow, but I mean, it is what it is, and it's Warzone, so usually have enough time to reload anyway, so yeah. Now, last but not least, we have the League Play class setup for the XM4. This is what I use, and it's really set up for if you're playing as an AR player, and also if you need to have those close gunfights. Microflex LED, I would say this is honestly the best sight to use in League Play, because everyone's like super sweaty, but I mean, it is personal preference, but I would go with a reflex sight because it's not really a super long range AR, but you still use it as a ranged AR. Next we have the Muzzle Brake 5.56. I prefer this over the infantry compensator, just because it doesn't affect my horizontal recoil control. Obviously it doesn't give me as good as vertical recoil control as the infantry compensator do, but I still prefer the Muzzle Brake. Next we have the field agent grip, same reason, vertical recoil control, horizontal recoil control as well. 50 round fast mag, that's obvious. League Play, you're gonna need as much ammo as you can get. And then the airborne elastic wrap, and once again you can swap that out for the Raider pad if you really want to, but as a main AR or playing as an AR, you usually won't need to have your sprint to fire time super high, especially if you're posting up in the positions you should be. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I will try and keep up with the series for this. It's going to be a lot of videos, and honestly I don't think it'll take as much work as some of the other series I tried doing. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and If you did, please just drop a like. And there will be another one coming out very soon. And peace.